people are now finally starting to complain publicly, hey, why are AI companies not following laws? And it's really comedic, for example, that a major AI training data set contains millions of examples of personal data. So all the information that we are just providing for free to AI, and they're just being handed it. Now, it's very complicated because think about it like this. Facebook or Instagram, a lot of people already very publicly just have their information there. And it's fine with the idea that people interacting with your information could be a new follower. So you're getting something out of it, which would be people recognizing you getting content out of it. But when an AI company uses your personal information, they could even link your name to, let's say, your social security, let's say credit cards that you use as an example. It's very possible that they could be linking a massive amount of information with a lot of customers. So that is a big concern for me, where I'm just thinking, man, like, how far is the rabbit hole going? And not only that, in a first of its kind decision, an AI company wins a copyright infringement lawsuit brought by authors. It's rough when AI is also just getting freebies, man. They're just being given shit for free because they're downloading massive amounts of books. Let's say they bought them legally. But now if you go to AI and you tell AI, hey, write this for me, and they're using story concepts and others, at what point does it become copyright? At what point is it original? And it's a very complicated question. And to some extent, it's complicated because how do we feed our own brains, right? How do you learn anything? You read something and then you consume it. And then later on, let's say you're writing a book, you end up putting that information onto paper, but you don't know that it was an association to something that you read, let's say 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 minutes ago. For AI, that is the question of where do we stand for it. I'm curious what you guys think. Lawsuit, no lawsuit. Oh man, it's tricky. It's a very hard conversation. And I think an even trickier conversation is stating, okay, but what if they didn't pay for the books? How many books do they need access to the books? Do they need the copyright access to those books? How much more do these AI companies have to spend, even though we, for our brains as a human, right, we might have not even purchased this book and we consumed information, let's say we were in school and others. So it's tricky, it's confusing, it's complicated. I think AI, for the following laws portion of it, I can see the frustration as an actor. It's very scary that you are replaceable in the very near future, where they can start creating movies full on AI and then you just sell your face. But in some cases, you don't even sell your face. They use portions of your face and then they just tweak your nose. It's not your nose anymore. It's not you. It's not who you're talking about. It's not you, bro. It's a very tricky situation now that we have a new technology that we don't know where we're headed or where it ends. What is AI going to end up doing, and how does it affect a lot of creatives who, you know, at one point thought, oh, AI isn't going to replace me. But now, from a movie's perspective, from anything in acting, film, editing, a lot of these creatives gone. My role here in explaining or making this video as well can easily be replaced with just AI. I'm gonna leave you with this one. Dead internet is coming for audio. One startup is flooding Spotify with 3,000 AI generated podcasts every week. So every week, they're just making it. They're just shooting their shit and just have two random generated ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever, just talking to each other. 3,000 episodes a week is insane. How do you compete against that? As a company that wants to hire a bunch of podcasters, how do you compete against it? It's insane. You really have to pay so many people. You have to pay 6,000 voices, right? Let's say they're just talking to each other, or maybe one person and then the guest, right? If you're not paying the guest. And then you're also paying the people that are in charge of the lighting. You're also paying for the people that are in charge of the audio. You're also paying editors. But what if you didn't need that and an AI could just do all of that? All you need is a few people, let's say 10, 20, 30 people to make 3,000 AI episodes a week. Is insane. Just think about it. We're going into a rough situation for creatives, and I think a lot of creatives are now feeling the heat of what it could be and what it could happen now moving forward. We'll talk about it later. Thank you for watching. Bye.